Salvete omnes. Let's continue with the Aeneid, Book 1. Apparent rari nantes in gurgite vasto, arma virum tabulaeque et Troiae Gaza per undas, iam validem Ilionei navem, iam fortis Acetae, et qua vectus abbas et qua grandaevus alitis, vicit iens, laxis laterum compagibus omnes, accipiunt inimicum imbrem ramisque faciscunt. Scattered swimmers, or sparse swimmers, appear in the vast whirlpool. The weapons of the men, and the planks, and the Trojan treasure appear through the waves. Already the storm conquers the brave ship of Ilioneus. Already the storm conquers the ship of brave Aeneid. There's not another already here. The storm conquers the ship by which, Abbas was carried. Imagine that there is an est here, an implied est, lectus est, the ship by which Abbas was carried, and the ship by which very old Ellipsis was carried. Here we have ellipsis, which means this verb is being used again, but it's not written again. Ellipsis is whenever you leave out a word or a verb and just imply that it's being used again. This is also happening with vicit. The storm conquers this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, right? Vicit's being used a whole bunch of times, but it's only appearing once. So that's the end of that chunk. And now moving on to this last part. We have an ablative absolute here, which I forgot to highlight. It's compagibus laxis. That's an ablative absolute. So it translates, all things receive the enemy storm, the hostile sea, the hostile water. Lots of interpretations for this word. With the joints, with the fastenings of the sides having been loosened, and they break apart, they tear apart from the cracks. So this part is talking about the ships just breaking down, and it's even comparing it to like a battle scene. It's saying they accept the enemy. It's like if a city's being sieged and the people defending the city give up and they receive the enemy and they're just being slaughtered. Same thing's happening here, except the ships and all the components of the ships and the people on the ships are receiving the storm. They're giving up. They're taking in the enemy. Now up here, rari nantes. This is a present active participle, nantes, so literally the swimming ones. So the swimmers appear in a vast whirlpool. And now all of these also go with the word apparent. That's the word being used as a subject here, with the subjects here. Troiae Gaza, Trojan treasure, through the waves. And now this part, we've got definitely some anaphora. I don't think I've discussed anaphora in a video before. Perhaps I have. Anyways, anaphora is whenever one word is repeated again and again and again for emphasis. Anaphora, repetition for effect. So we have yam, yam, and then over here we have qua, qua. We even got et, et. It's kind of trying to be like this ship, that ship, this ship, that ship. And it's also listing out all of these important people, well, important to Aeneas and the crew. Ilioneus, Aeneid, Abbas, Ellipsis. I would note the name Aeneid. He is Aeneas' dear friend, and we'll see him a couple more times and hear him mentioned. He is the trademark, the staple of a faithful friend. Let's see, the storm conquers everything. And remember, ablative absolute, laxis compagibus, with the fastenings having been loosened. Everyone receives the hostile water, the hostile ocean. Because imbrem, really you could translate that as rain, or water, but it can be metonymy here for the ocean, the sea, the storm, all the water. And all things break apart with the cracks. or by means of the cracks. So it's like cracks are growing in the ships and they're just splitting apart. The storm is doing a number on the Trojans.